Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I am doing a collaboration with one of my favorite people, Anya Stamper. So you may remember my girl Anya Stamper because she and I collaborate every single month on a series that we call Inspired By, in which we choose one very special makeup person in our feed, in our Instagram, or what have you, and we recreate and or create a look that is inspired by a look created by that person. Hopefully that's clear as mud. But today we're doing something called the Row Challenge, and it's a lot like a palette bingo, except for you choose an entire row of shades. That's the challenge today, and we're both going to be using the Tasty Avocado Palette from iHeartRevolution, and it looks like this. Let's go ahead and get into this. If you're from Anya's channel, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me, and I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. So hopefully you can see that I have it set for 1 through 3 over here, and I'm going to generate a row. Maybe. 3. Okay. Let's look at that row, shall we? So row 3 is this row right here. I know it's confusing because I'm trying not to blind you with the mirror. I was definitely hoping not to get this top row. I don't know. It's hard to say. I haven't used this palette yet. I have swatched it. So not only is this a palette bingo row challenge, but it's also my first impressions with this palette. I am first going to take the shade Creamy and set my eyeshadow primer from brow to crease. I always like to set my primer when I haven't used a palette before, as well as when I haven't used a brand even before, anything from the brand, just to give it the best possible chance to blend, etc. And then, you know, as I use the palette more, I determine whether it needs to be set or not. I think I'm going to use the shade Lime right here in the transition area, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pack this baby on from what I know of shades like this. It's kind of like a pastel neon shade, and these type of shades tend to need packing on. And hopefully this palette, or this look rather, won't be too predictable for me. I do tend to do my eyeshadow in a certain shape, and I do that not to be boring, if you will, but I do it because I feel like it's the most flattering shape and whatnot of shadow for my eyes, for how my eyes are set, for the fact that they're hooded, that they're very round, and so on. My daughter wants this palette so badly, and I realize it's just $15, you know, and I'm still thinking on it, but it seems silly for her to have her own when we can just share this one. I will say, if I'm impressed with the quality of this palette, I am also very interested in the chili pepper palette, whatever it's called. They also have the pizza palette, and it looks okay to me. It just doesn't look inspiring to me. And while I'm no longer on a no-buy year, I'm still being really choosy about the things that I'm choosing to bring into my collection. Alright, so I feel like I have this laid down pretty nicely. I'm just going to take this original fluffy brush that I set my primer with and make sure that the edges are blended. Some kick up in the pan, nothing ridiculous, but I'm also using a really small, soft brush. Going into the crease, I'm going to use this shade called Seed. I think I'm going to stick with the same brush for now. I'll first pack this on the outer V of my lid, and then I'll slowly bring it up in the crease. Also wanted to mention that down in the description box, I'm also going to link a few videos of people using this palette. My girl Anya Stamper, whom I'm collabing with today, she has done a first impression with all 3 of the new Tasty palettes, and I highly recommend that one, as well as this morning I was watching Paulina from Paulina Beauty, her first impression with the palette. And generally I try not to watch like reviews and stuff before I've actually reviewed a palette, but I don't know. I love Paulina. I really respect her opinion, and I just always look forward to watching her videos, no matter what they're about. So this brown is taking quite a bit of building, and I just do want a little bit of definition here in the outer V. I think that looks so cool. It's like, really looks like an avocado to me. Also, I would love for you to let me know down in the comments if you would like to see a 3 looks 1 palette with this. I'm pretty sure I am going to do one, but if you guys are like, nah, pass, other people have done it already, I already know my opinion, whatever, that's fine too. I'm just curious what you guys would think. I'm currently working on a 3 looks 1 palette and a review on the ABH Norvina palette, which you would have seen my first impression by now, which went up on Monday this week. So that one, honestly, I just wanted to do it. I don't even know if anybody will watch it, or, you know, obviously I'm future Kyra here. No, past Kyra? I don't know. I don't know if anybody will watch the Norvina video or not. It's not a new palette, but I personally wanted to create some looks for you guys, as well as just play with it and review it on my channel, because I love ABH shadows, and I have reviewed all of my palettes that I have, and the only ones I don't have are Riviera and I think it's Alyssa Edwards. I think I said Ashley Edwards the other day. My bad. I'm gonna go back into lime here and just make sure it stays present here on the outside. Whatever you want to call it. I just dipped back into seed. Did I say this was seed? This brown shade is called seed, which, let me tell you, is the perfect shade for an avocado seed, in my opinion. Have you guys ever tried to grow an avocado from seed? Alright, so next I'm going to use this shade right here called Foodie. It looks pretty blue in the pan to me, but first I'm going to use my NYX Glitter Primer. And as always, when I use my NYX Glitter Primer, I'm going to do this full lid first, and then I'll do the other lid so I don't lose that tackiness. So, going into Foodie, I'm going to first try it with a brush. Oh boy, that is pigmented, especially over that sticky, icky base. Press that in there. Definitely has more of a look of green on the lid, on the eye, so to speak, but still relatively blue in my opinion. Then for the inner part of the lid, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Pear. It's very limey as well, which I think is kind of part of why I was hoping I would get this row. Little lucky ducky girl. And I'm going to pull this up a little bit into the crease. I like to do this personally. Now that I've done that, then I'm going to start blending it over Foodie. So I am curious, just for shits and giggles, what is your favorite avocado dish? If you like avocados. which some people don't, and that's totally okay. All right, I'm gonna spray this one pair that I'm using and see if we can't get a little bit more opacity here. My favorite, well, I just about gave it away. My favorite guacamole dish is avocado, or in English, my favorite avocado dish is definitely guacamole. I love guacamole. I could make myself sick on it, if I'm being honest. If I make it, I will just manger on that until it is gone. Same thing on the other eye. And also, if you make guacamole yourself, that's your thing, I would love to know what you put in your guacamole. I know some people are real purist when it comes to guacamole and they don't like add a lot of stuff, and if I told you what I put in mine, some people would probably throw things, because I make a very Americanized version of guacamole, and it's because I like it. Like, it's what I like. I think I'm going to do pretty much mimic the same thing on the lower lash line, but because we had to pack on this lime green called Lime, I'm going to put that on first and get that to the opacity that I want, and then I'm going to press Seed right up against the lash line. So we're not doing very much blending, if you will. Not for sure the best brush to do this, but I'm going to do my best. This lime green underneath could benefit from some primer, just for your info. Flat definer brush, going back into Seed right here, and I'm going to put this right up against the lash line. Just press it and wiggle it just the tiniest bit. That is the lower lash line. I feel like I lost that same shade Seed a little bit on the outer V area, and I always like to make sure that that outer V and the lower lash line connect. I do want to wrap this kind of lime green called Pear around the tear duct. I'm not going to spray it this time for the lower lash line, or like around the tear duct, because I feel like it tends to make my eyes look old and crusty. Anybody else have that trouble? The last shimmer is this one right here. It's called Bite. Looks a little chunky, but I'm hoping to be able to use this on the inner corner. Ooh, that's soft. Very glittery. Alright, here we go. I'll bring this up a little bit on the edge of the pear shade. So if you're new to my channel, I always put toward the end of the video close-up pictures in really good natural lighting so you can see the look, you know, as you would see it if you were here with me in person. And I wish you were all here with me in person so we could play makeup together. Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we are going to use the shade Creamy on the brow bone. And this is a nice matte. This one has far less kick up than the other two in this row. I am digging this. I feel like this looks so much like an avocado. It's not even funny. So I'm going to pop off of here, do liner and mascara. We'll come back for a lip and wrap this puppy up. Alright, I'm back and sweatier than ever, and the hair has been freed from its rip clips. Not totally dry yet though, so I'm going to leave it where it is. To finish off the eyes, I used an army green eyeliner from Essence and a nude liner on the Waterline from Pixie. And then my new favorite mascara, not just drugstore mascara, but mascara, is the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. So let's do lips. I'm going to first line my lips with my Lips But Better. Wow, let's try that again. I'm gonna first line my lips with my Lips But Better liner, and here we go. This is MAC Whirl. And then next, I'm going to take my Becca, I always forget what these are called, Lush Lip Color Balm in the shade Ginger Vanille. It's kind of a beautiful salmon color, and I never use this, so I thought maybe I'd like it better paired with my favorite lip liner, a little ombre situation. Here we go. The finished look. So, first impressions, I freaking love this thing. I'm so excited to do a 3 looks 1 palette with this. This was a really fun challenge. I think I definitely got lucky with the row that I got, although all of them are beautiful. I just don't know how I would have paired them all together, but you know, I got lucky and I love the look that I came out with. Overall, I'm really impressed with this. The mattes and the shimmers performed, I mean, for me, just as well as anything else. I mean, obviously, I have really high-end eyeshadows that perform, you know, above and beyond what I would expect from a normal eyeshadow. This definitely fits in the normal eyeshadow category for me insofar as I've used it so far. And thank you to Anya for this super fun collab. She is full of fantastic ideas, and I knew she had this palette and I knew I had it on the way, and I really wanted to collaborate with her using this palette. So thank you, Anya, for the fabulous idea and for another fabulous collab. As I said before, be sure to tune in on the 10th to both my channel and Anya's channel, where we will be doing our monthly series called Inspired By. No spoilers as to who is this month's inspiring person. And thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It means a whole lot, and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful avocado makeup days. And I'll see you in the next video soon.